me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, I'm ready to die. Shoot me. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me. I'm ready to die. Nigeria. Nigeria. I'm ready to die.
Do you see the real conversations Nigerian leaders are not talking about? The real conversation should not be subsidy or no subsidy. The real conversation should be what do we have? We have a natural resource. How do we manage it? Resource management. There should be a ministry for resource management. Nigeria is a wastage economy. We always waste things. And where you waste things, fuel is actually a resource that can finish. One day Nigeria will become a country that has no oil. We have to put together a resource management ministry where all these things will be managed effectively for Nigeria's youth. But the politicians in Nigeria have always come and gone, and they don't solve problems, they create problems.
It's goodbye to cheap subsidized petrol for tens of millions of Nigerians. The Minister of Petroleum Resources, Mrs. Diezani Alison Madueke, was evasive as she fielded questions from lawmakers at a probe investigating the management of fuel subsidy.
How's the market? How is society digesting this news?
Well, I think that society remains quite hostile to the idea of deregulating the price of fuel products. They always say that we will increase the price of petrol or remove the subsidy and that we will cushion the effects. The problem is that we never see the cushion. And many of us feel that if you're going to throw people out of the window, you put the cushion in place first. You don't throw people out and then start discussing the kind of cushion. And that's so that lack of visible cushion is what is making the people still hostile.
Well, Occupy Nigeria started as an online movement, and as young people now, almost everybody has access to the internet. But to me, what was more important was getting to the streets and getting to ordinary Nigerians to tell them their rights and to converse with them and find out whether they were okay with the policies of the government. And apparently, they weren't.
About 99% Nigeria doesn't have a work to do, and they are young child. And we need to do this revolution in Nigeria, in Eagle Square in Abuja.
This revolution in Eagle Square in Abuja and Lagos.
We need to start thinking about that.
Nigerians are going to protest. We are going to receive signatures and mobilize Nigerians for the mother of all protests in this country. We are ready to be no amount of intimidation or blackmail will distract our attention from championing this just cause.
Occupy Nigeria affects everybody. Everybody should be part of Occupy Nigeria. Because first and foremost, we are all Nigerians. It doesn't matter what you do.
I would say I learned about Occupy Nigeria movement months before the fuel subsidy removal via social network.
Okay.
And I was interested in it for the simple fact that for a very long time, our country has been in so many different kind of issues, ranging from corruption, misgovernance, poverty, unemployment, insecurity, and so many other things.
Every Nigerian is ready to fight or probably speak out for his or her rights, but who will go first?
Why are we here? Number one, we want good governance. What do we want? I cannot hear you. The reason we gather together is because we want good governance. Number two, we gather together because we want to kill corruption and non-Nigerians. We must kill corruption. And those who are corrupt must go with corruption. While corruption is being killed, those who are corrupt will find their own level too. We will not allow Nigerians to be killed by indecisive government and corrupt leadership.
I got a message saying people should come to Eagle Square, come and register your name, let the government know that, okay, you're not okay with the change in price and all that. And of course, as early as possible on Monday morning around 2 o'clock, I was there. getting there. There were police all around. People were not allowed to enter Eagle Square. And the whole thing was just like, maybe government thought it was going to be a riot or something. To cut the long story short, around 6 p.m. in the evening, some opposed came, started throwing tigers, and some of us were arrested.
This government does not mean well for the Nigerian people. The evidence is that, one, it wants to force on the people punitive measures, punitive prices they are not willing to accept. Two, this government is bent on selling out Nigeria.
It is a fallacy of generalization to blame all Nigerians for corruption when we know those who are corrupt.
When you relate corruption to the issue of subsidy, the deregulation itself is to solve that problem. Because when you continue to subsidize a product, there are so many loopholes, sometimes from investigations, sometimes rightly or wrongly, even the cargoes that bring in petroleum products, trying to place some tricks.
This is unfair, and the government are milking the nation dry. You come there, you promise us heaven and earth, but when they get there, what do? They steal, they are corrupted, they do not care about the masses. This is why we are here today. We are here to make a change. If they want to rule us, they should understand that through the Nigerian Constitution, we put them there.
Mr. President cannot feel our pain. He says he never had shoes. Now he has shoes and he has forgotten his days of not having shoes. He should remember the people who still do not have shoes and who will never have shoes. Till if his government continues like this, some generations will never have shoes. They still exist. So if Mr. President continues on this path, it's obvious that he's on the path to self-destruct. That's my opinion. And I'm here for that. And I'll be going back to Liverpool just because of that. I came here to say, Mr. President, we are not in support. And I'm sure that very soon, many Nigerians in various parts of the world will start doing the same thing. They'll go to their embassies and they will start occupying the embassies.
It is our responsibility to make a step and to take a legal action when we discover that our government is not doing actually what we had wanted them to do. And in a nutshell, I want to say my opinion that corruption is the grassroots of every activity you find in Europe and in Africa.
In the world where people keep failing and you ask them to repeat in office.
Yes.
We are not going to accept that anymore.
Yes.
Enough is enough. Let me tell you, the Nigerian people are ready for a revolution.
Yes.
In fact, as we are speaking, the Nigerian people are having a revolution.
Yes.
As we are speaking today, there are over 1 million people on the streets of Lagos, occupying Lagos.
Let's begin the battle for 2015. PDP, enough of that 12 years. Enough of that 12 years of madness that has destroyed the physique of our nation, that has not allowed us to move on, that has made us what we are today, a beggar in the Committee of Nations. Enough of that madness.
3 people were shot and killed by police during Monday's protests, and more than 24 others were wounded as security forces used tear gas to disperse demonstrations in Lagos and in the northern city of Kano.
Why are you not arresting them? If you're not with them, why are you not arresting them? Why are you not arresting them? Nigerian police, why are you not arresting them?
Arrest them.
Nigerian police, why are you not arresting them for the love of God? Why not? Lighten up.
We are not going to take this anymore. We have been taking this line down for a long time. It's been happening since 1960. We are not going to take this anymore. And we refuse.
Wait.
No. We are not going to wait. We are not going to wait. We are not going to wait. Don't advise me. No. We are not going to wait. We are not going to wait. We are no longer going to wait. We are no longer going to wait.
In the north, during the Boko Haram crisis, it took the president almost 2 years before he could mobilize troops to the northern part of the country. But this protest, after 9 days, you have troops in Lagos, in Abuja. So there's a focus on sustaining the economic grip on the country.
Occupy Nigeria is our ideology, and it's a movement, and it's here to stay. We're not here to overthrow any government. We are going to outlast any government that comes. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, we don't have any opposition. The opposition are just sellouts, just like NLC and the rest. You understand? So Occupy Nigeria is a movement of people that believe in good governance and transparency. And that's what we are all about.
I believe in a new Nigeria, and I believe in a better environment. What we are doing now is that what we want to do for Nigeria, then we ask for what Nigeria will do for us.
Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has performed a major U-turn by announcing that petrol prices will be reduced after 5 days of mass protests. The removal of fuel subsidies on January the 1st effectively doubled the price of petrol at the pump, sparking the unrest. Government will continue to pursue full deregulation of the downstream petroleum sector. However, given the hardships being suffered by Nigerians, the government has approved the reduction of pump price petrol. Trade unions have agreed to suspend their street action, which has led to the deaths of several people. The dispute has cost the country billions in lost revenue and will continue until the government and unions thrash out the details.
This argument shouldn't be about subsidy. This argument should be about building refineries, making Nigeria better. Do you see? Managing our resources effectively and then channeling the funds from those resources into proper area, healthcare, education, free education for people, investments, in eradicating causes of poverty, investment in agriculture, investment in Nigerians, investment in orientation of a demographic of Nigerians that have suffered. We have on our hands a demographic of Nigerians that can't speak English, they can't write properly. Invest in these people, teach them proper things. There's so many other things, legal aid, justice for the common man. All of these things should be the conversation, and not just about fuel subsidy. Personally, I'm not going to talk about fuel subsidy because I'm here to represent the goodwill of all Nigerians, and I hope that is heard.
Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adeline Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us us on 08075787135 or 08099900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.4zhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. 4Z Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.